Hello, and quickly before this video starts, I'd like to thank everybody for helping me get to 1k subscribers. I can't believe it. This is going to be all a one take, so if I mess up I do apologise, but once again just want to say thank you so much. Now I'm going to be showing in today's video my Labyrinth teams. Most of them are not free to play, however I'm just going to be showing you them all, just if you have the monsters or want to make a version of the team and so on. So for this boss right now that I'm showing you, this team is probably one of the most unreliable ones, to be honest with you. I'm going to let it auto just so you can see. It might fail, it might not. I'm not 100% sure if it is going to or not. But, you know, to be honest with you, the team Teshar does need higher space speed. Well, higher speed in general, just to make sure he doesn't get cut like he is here. But hopefully the team will not die. Normally the team doesn't, but normally what happens is everyone in here dies but Chow eventually. But to be honest with you, sometimes this team can get quite far, but if Chow does die then the team does fail. So what will happen is now we're at the boss. No one just target the middle boss and everybody does the thing. See, Tesha does a lot of damage, but this can be varying on if other bosses are alive or not. So normally, like I say, Chow will solo normally 9 out of 10 times. I just wanted to try and speed up the run personally. So what you want to have is a Chow definitely on Vampire. If Chow isn't on Vampire, he will not life steal and he will die. As you can see, everyone in the team is now dying, which is absolutely fine. And eventually we're just going to get left to Chow, hopefully, if the team doesn't fail. If the boss targets Chow and he goes down to 0 health and then he gets one-shotted and tapped and dies, that can happen as well. Which is why I say this team is the most inconsistent. But I have seen people just using Katarina and just nuking it like that. But for the lazy people like me that, you know, just walk away and doesn't really care, this team does the job. As you see, Chow's taking his turns that he's supposed to, and everything works all fine. Anyway, like I say, whilst I'm letting this go in the background whilst I'm talking, I just want to say once again thank you so much to everyone for helping me get to 1k. I'm hoping that some of the stages on the new TOA, or whatever it's called, Trial of Ascension or whatever it is, or Challenge or whatever, I think it's Challenge, but you know, I personally don't really care to do the other stages. So I've been doing them offhand, and I have got up to like 14 or 15 on the fire and wind. Not wind, fire and water one. I haven't done the wind one yet, and I haven't tried light or dark at all. And I just honestly haven't enjoyed doing it. So I've got a couple of friends that do the content, and they have started it, but he uses LD5, so it's not exactly a free-to-play friendly team. But as you can see, Chow will do a couple more bits of damage and will die. I don't think with this team you can use the living armor, the water one. I think is it zinc or nickel? It's one of the two. I can't remember, but it's one of those. But as you can see, the team here successfully is done, and it didn't fail. Luckily, like I say, it could be because the mini bosses were dead. So anyway, well, let's get on to showing you. Oh, we don't want to do him just yet. We'll do him last. So let's go on to this one. Now with this team, I have to manual it as well, but this team is generally one of the better ones. I forgot to show the runes. Well, you can tell I'm a professional at doing this. Anyway, it's always I have a rage twin on this team, and I will be showing the runes in a bit. Well, after this run, but as you can see, he just one-shots the run. Now normally for this stage it can fail, so if I'm going to just pretend she didn't violent proc, because luckily she did. But normally, as long as you kill one of these crystal things, you'll, like say, the Brandier shall not die, as long as you build her tanky enough to survive. As you can see, she's low on health, but she's not dead. So I could obviously have saved the run there quite easily. However, I just wanted to show off the fact of the matter is that you need to purposely go after that crystal. So now hopefully you have skills that you need. I do not have the skills I need. Okay, she violent proxy. That's why this is where the team can get a little bit questionable if you don't pay too much attention, like me, as I didn't pay attention. Now he was luckily enough able to break it. Now this should go. I didn't do enough, but as long as he's faster, and there you go. That's the boss done. So that's a manual boss, but it's pretty quick and easy, and I don't mind manualing this personally. This one. Anyway, let's go into showing the runes. That was really actually quick. Your normal BJ Balaga, just that's what that's what I run. Then you've got your Kinky Kaki Bastard. Then you got your twin. Now you could go for a rage twin just to help with damage, but I just shoved in any old twin. I think I was actually using the damage dealer twin, but it all depends on speeds and stuff like that. So all these monsters are on pretty old runes. Anyway, this is the one that I am most happy with. To be honest with you, this guy can solo the boss by himself, but I've got monsters that will help him get there just to make it a bit easier. So as you can see, these are his runes, and this is Lulu's runes, and I can't remember if I showed his runes or not, so I'm just going to re-show them anyway. So the whole point of the team is the 3 at the top will get to the boss. Those 2 at the bottom are honestly just there for the runes. So it's for like defense and all that stuff. They have a little bit of stats just so they can help get to the boss a bit quicker. But like I say, the panda will probably die. He doesn't even have skill ups. This is, I don't even know if it's the right Lulu, to be honest with you, but I just one shoved on violent. Like I say, he is the most important one that you want. I'll show you even the runes. Like I say, you could even make this one a little bit better with the speed and all that stuff. Actually, let's say whilst I'm here, let's actually just quickly make him a little bit better. I say these don't really actually matter too much, so I'm not going to change anything. But as you can see, the runes won't make much of a difference. Well, this is where I killed the whole team. But yeah, this is the team in action, and let's just see how this one reacts. This is a full auto team. Like I say, the copper brother fucker, whatever his name is, can actually solo it. But you don't need the other monsters. That are honestly just there to do one thing, and that's just help get to the end of the round quicker and take a little bit of fluff damage, because when the boss comes, you'll die. So that's why I've got the panda for his defense lead in there, and he also helps get in there to the end. Like I say, you can have no runes on them if you really wanted to, as I have tested it, but it makes the rune requirement a lot harder. So for pretty much everyone's going to have a Lulu. Most people will have a fire panda. If you don't have a fire panda, you could go with the stat that gives defense lead, or anyone that has HP lead like Sig. But you could go pretty much anything, really. And the other 2 girls, they're only there just because I thought they're collab monsters, and I thought just shove them in the team. You could use anything on defense giving runes or HP runes. And I've also got a shield set just in case they do a little bit of damage. But the shield set is really not needed, to be honest with you. But yeah, like I say, this team is 100%. It's never failed me yet, personally. But yeah, hopefully you guys like this type of content with me talking. I know it's going to probably sound a bit weird, because I don't tend to do talking content. But, you know, just giving it a try, and I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. So I thought I'd talk behind the meaning of the team. I'm not like like Jew Bagel or Sean B, but, you know, hopefully the video gets someone's point across, or someone enjoys it. I mean, if someone likes the rambling or whatever, then fair enough, you know. But yeah, all I have to do is target the boss, and you'll see the team will die eventually, because I've given them kind of okay runes. But like I say, you definitely want to give your best vampire set to Copper's brother, so which is the guy in the middle, as that's what you really would ideally like. As you can see, everybody's pretty much dead. So pretty much now this will kill the panda. I have actually messed around with trying this with Chow, but I don't think Chow worked. Actually, no, I think Chow actually does work in this stage. I could be wrong, but like I say, this is the free-to-play version of the team that I use. So, but I can't remember if Chow does work or not. But someone could give that a try. I think he does, but honestly, I can't remember. And I'm not really going to try now to see. But I think, personally, I think I had a couple of fails with Chow doing it solo. But that could have been because I think he was not on good enough runes. But I'm pretty sure Chow can solo this boss as well. But like I said, I can't be 100% sure. Plus this guy is the free-to-play option. So I'm also kind of considering putting him maybe on Revenge, so he could revenge the boss maybe. So that might be a strategy for somebody, to have him on Vampire Revenge. Okay, he's now down to half health almost, and it looks like someone in the chat has fused quite a few Sigamaras, I'm guessing, judging by the look in the chat. But like I say, this guy, he can fail. The only reason why you would fail with him is if you don't have enough stats. So this team may not be completely free-to-play friendly rune-wise, but you don't need crazy good runes. As long as you have the support team runes from the other people. That's at least what I personally find. And to be honest with you, I'd probably just end the run here, but I'm just showing the fact of the matter is that the team actually does work, and like I said, I honestly have no idea what to ramble on about, like, you know, so, I don't know, I guess, how are people in the comments today, you know, how's your day, night, evening going, depending on when you watch this, and has the video helped you, or is the video pretty pointless, and you think it was a waste of your time clicking on it? I don't know. I just honestly have no idea what to say. It's just, I don't talk, because I don't know what to say in these kind of videos. You know, he's now down to his last hit of health with that thing. Well, I guess someone's made 10 of Sigamaras. But to be honest with you, making fusion isn't as hard as it used to be, so... I'm also working on leveling up the family of middle guy, which is the guy that's last alive, obviously. I have been working on quite a lot of 2A stuff since it's been crazy 2A XP and stuff. But as you see, he's easily doing the boss by himself. I think I've actually made a video on this team before, just showing it off. But I think you can do it with him out being 2A'd. It's just that, to be honest with you, you may as well 2A him. He doesn't need to be skilled up. I'm just skilling him up because I don't tend to farm for the runes. I'd rather get the skill ups and then craft the odd rune in the background, as of right now anyway, until maybe we get some more 2As, which I'm guessing with the 10-year anniversary of the time of the recording coming around soon, I'm going to guess we're going to get some new 2As or some special monsters that are new or something. That's normally what I'm going to guess Commentos have done. Anyway, now I'm going to be showing you the final boss. This team can work with one boss still alive. I can't remember what it is. Now for this team, I used the Wind Anubis. He is max skilled. He could have a bit more stats, but it's not the end of the world. And I've got an Emma here. She's on pretty old runes. Now this guy is free. He's not free to play, obviously, he's an F5, but you can replace him with Chloe's Wind Sister. Now if you're not sure who Chloe's Wind Sister is, then I will show you. Did I just see, hang on, did I just see his artifact isn't even maxing? Let me just do that. That would be pretty helpful, even though it's not really the end of the world. He's just on any random artifact. But yeah, let me show you if I can find the Wind Sister. I have made a video with her as well, and to be honest with you, it's pretty hit or miss which one you use. This is Chloe's sister, Michelle. You want to use her. This is the build I think that I was using her on when I was testing her as well. Now she will do for the free-to-play option. The only reason why I'm using eligible, this guy, you know, whatever his name is. God, this is a pain. But the only reason why I use him is because, well, he's a Nat 5 and I happen to use him, but you know, he's more for harder difficulties, I guess, but you can definitely do it with the Wind Girl if you just give her good runes. Now if I remember correctly with this team, I think you want your damage dealers to be on violent, and I don't think you want the healers to be on violent, but I have mine on violent because I personally don't care. If the team fails, it fails, I'll just rerun it. But normally, if the team will fail if your reviver dies. If anyone else dies, you can kind of get away with it. But, you know, you don't, you know, if he dies now, like I say, he shouldn't do, but he is getting low on health. So, maybe a bit more stats on him, maybe make him a bit slower, maybe a bit more tanky would probably be a good idea. But, like I say, I think as long as it isn't the fire boss, that one that destroys HP that's alive, that you can do it. But I can't remember which boss you want alive. But in most stages of Labyrinth, everybody will go for the mini bosses first, then do the big guy. So this team will work with Chloe's sister though. But I'm showing it with that 5. God, I haven't spoke like this in a video in a long time. But yeah, hopefully this video does help some people out and find it out and all that. I mean, I am willing to do my R5 team. I have got a 22-second team, which I think is the same as Shizo, his name, the guy that's fucking OP rank 1, you know, crazy good runes and everything. And I haven't been able to pull off the lowest time with it because well, I don't have the Deborah. So, if you're lucky enough to have her, then you can pretty much do it with ease. But without her, you can still do it, but you need higher rune quality. And I've been desperately trying to farm for better violent runes. But I might be going back to trying to get some better will runes, because my will runes need to be a bit faster. So that way I can, well, have will runes on most of my monsters. But the only downside to that is if I was to have will on most of my monsters for RTA, then, you know, someone's going to be a little bit of a bastard and kill my entire team pretty quickly. And we all know who that's going to be, but is there situational? But yeah, hopefully this video is finding people help and all that. Like I say, once the boss comes, I think I do the right arm first and then the left, and then you attack the middle. I think that's what I normally do. Like I say, I normally just honestly just walk away, then it's either done or I'm dead. So if the team does fail, then I just, like I say, just rerun it. And the only reason why the team would fail is if my reviver dies, more than likely. Normally the HP gets destroyed as well, which is one of the worst ones to get. I think some people just nuke this boss with Katarinas and stuff, but I don't know if that was bots doing it, or, you know, if it was like, you know, cheated or whatever. But because I don't mind a slow team for this. Like I say, some people like to say fast manual it, but to be honest with you, I would rather just put it on, walk away, come back 5 minutes later, and it be done. As you can see, almost one of his arms gone now, but pretty much a lot of people I know have said it doesn't. Most monsters will work in this, but like I say, this team with Chloe's Wind Sister has done it, I believe, on a difficulty where one of the bosses is still alive. But honestly, I just don't remember which boss was alive. There you go, his boss, his arm down now. And yeah, hopefully everyone's been able to get some rewards from the new TOA and the TOA Hell rotation. I'm hoping that that video has helped quite a few of you out. Obviously, some of you will not have seen it or not interested in it, and some of you might be interested in this video. Like I say, I'm just kind of waffling on, to be honest with you, because I don't really know what to say about the team. And I honestly have no idea what else to say, so like I'm just trying something different. I'm going to try and put music in the background, but it might be a bit too low or a little bit too high, so I do apologise. And I also apologise if my microphone is too high or too low. I'm not exactly sure, because I'm using different version of OBS, because the original version I have been using kind of went weird, so it's kind of like cropped and stuff, and I couldn't figure out how to get it fixed, and nothing I could do would work. But since I'm using the original OBS now, it decided that it wants to work, so it seems to be alright. As you can see now, his left arm, which is technically his right arm, but left arm to us is down. In one more hit. Okay, one more hit now. There we go. Now we just have to deal with his big boy head. And to be completely honest, it isn't too scary or bad. Also, this team would also work without Darian being 2-8, it just massively helps. But you do want it to be on quite tanky. I'm also thinking maybe putting Darian on a revenge set. If I did, I think I put him on a nemesis, but I think a revenge set or something like that would be pretty good, because that way there'd be higher chance of constant defense breaks. Because it's not always a defense break when you need it, because of his skill too. As you can see, no defense break there. I'd like to point out I have accuracy lead, so it should have. But anyway, this is the skill that you want to be really careful of when it takes down 3 of your team. And then if you don't have someone to heal and then he attacks immediately, you're in trouble. But as you can see, luckily she did the skill she was meant to do, and there was enough HP so the team doesn't wipe. Now when he does that skill, that's the only skill I would say is scary. and the only reason why the team will die is when he does that and he kills your reviver and nobody heals. As you can see, a lot of damage is being done now. But the team is going to survive because all the bosses are dead, but this might have been a different story if the boss, one of the mini bosses, was still alive. Well, there goes the health, the reviver. Will the reviver get damaged? Nope. She did her right skill. Like I say, you can probably bring in somebody else. I'm thinking maybe making the reviver, not reviver, the oh, what's her name? Girl on the right, Riley, that's it. On like maybe triple revenge, so that way when she gets hit, she has a chance to always heal, because her skill 2 is fairly useless here when it comes to the healing, at least anyway, which is what I'm more after. But anyway, as you can see, the boss is down, and the free-to-play version does also work, as I have shown a video on it before, which I will probably leave in the description if someone wants to check it out. But as you can see, that's all the teams I personally use, so hopefully that helps somebody. If not, then I do apologise, and I am very sorry if it doesn't, but I'm sure that some of you it will help and some of you it will not. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and once again thank you for helping me get to 1k subscribers. If you like this type of content with the voice, then let me know, that I might start doing them a bit more. It's just I'm not very good at it, as you can clearly see. Anyway, I'll catch everybody that's watching this in the next one. Thanks for watching, goodbye.